Well, welcome back. We've got TCU head coach Jamie Dixon, Brock Harden, Jaden Pierre. Fellas, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
Okay, Coach, we may not even need you for this because we got 3 point guards up here. We may just talk point guard action the whole time. Brock and Jaden, want to ask you guys just right off the rip before we break down film, what's been the experience like at TCU so far? Brock, we'll start with you.
I think one thing that jumps out when you look at our team is our coaching staff. We got a lot of high-experienced coaches. We got 3 guys that have coached for a long time, coached in big games, big leagues. So I think that's something that jumps out the page. We got young guys that work really hard on our coaching staff, watching film, breaking down film. So as a point guard, that's kind of a situation you want to be in, kind of see where you made mistakes, see where things went well, and that just makes your job a lot easier.
I feel like you're trying to sell yourself on getting on the coaching staff in a year or two there. Well done. How about you, Jaden?
I would say my experience has been great. Like Brock has said, we have a very good experienced staff. We have good players, a good group of guys. A coaching staff that's coached great guys and coached guys that played in position we want to be in. I feel like it's just been a great experience for me.
Well, we're going to get you in a second, Coach. I promise you. But I actually like to pull up the film. We're gonna do some film study on Brock Harden right now and pick a role. And Jaden, I want you to react to this, not Brock. So Brock, you just sit and relax. Don't worry. It's gonna be a good play. But this is you in middle pick and roll action. So go ahead and run it. And one thing that I really like about both you guys' game, but Brock, you in particular, is getting downhill off of rejecting the ball screen first in the middle third. So go ahead and run it. I mean, this is you of where you're going to attack and spin to reject. I mean, Jaden, that's some of the stuff that you're going to have to line up in high school, too. You get downhill, little bump, playing off of 2 feet and kicking out like that, right? Jaden, got to be tough.
For sure. I mean, I see this every day. This guy does things like this, whether I'm on his team receiving that pass or the one guarding him and he's rejecting the ball screen. I've also watched this film so many times, just joking around with him, or even when I was recruited to be here, watching him, knowing that he makes plays like this, it was something that was good for me to see.
Brock, your ability to pass the basketball is my favorite thing about your game. Where does that come from? Is that an early age thing? Is that something that you started to develop over time? What was that?
I mean, I just always haven't really been the biggest person on the court, so I kind of had to affect the game in different ways. Always kind of played the point guard role, so I always was able to pass the ball. Now just breaking down film, kind of watching different levels of basketball, seeing where stuff's open, and then kind of translating that to the game in practice.
We don't even need you, Coach. I mean, we don't need you up here, But you do have, Coach Dixon, you do have the mix between guys that came back, that retention that's so important, mixed in with guys like Brock and Jaden this season.
Yeah, I mean, we have 6 returning guys, 2 of them redshirted, so it's not like we brought back a lot of scoring and production, but we brought back experience. We brought guys that had been in the program, had seen the Big 12, been through it, but we really also had to bring in some guys that played a lot of minutes, that had produced, and these 2 guys had produced in good conferences, great conferences as well, so it's not going to be a big transition, but what we needed to get was a leadership, guys that have been on the floor, that have led teams, that have run the show, and we wanted to have 2 point guards on the floor at all times, and so we really thought that these 2 and Jaden and Brock would really play well together, really be a good fit, and it certainly has been the case. And their leadership has been is why I have them here today. Is just their leadership on and off the floor, and their excitement about being at TCU and being the leaders. They've taken on the challenge and taken on this what we needed, and they've done a great job of directing guys on the floor, off the floor, and keeping everybody together. So that's what really excites me about this team.
And before we continue, we do have some time to open up from a media perspective. If there's anybody that has any questions, but there were a couple guys I wanted to ask you about Coach Dixon in particular. Obviously there's so much roster reset. It's just the part of college basketball right now. And for TCU fans' perspective, how about a guy like Tanner Toolson? What does he bring to the table?
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited about him. We've got he's a guy that can score the basketball, but he's really taken on defense as the summer went on and the fall, and talking about what we were trying to do. We're trying to, obviously, in our league, you have to win. You have to be a great defensive team, and we've made that commitment. And I think he's made that commitment to being a great defender on the ball, away from the ball. And so his physicality, his athleticism, sure, he can score the basketball. We know that. But I think he's really taken on the defensive characteristic, the leadership in that regard too as well, and he's really helped us. So I mean, we brought in 6 guys, I guess you could say 6 new players, and they all seem to really have adapted well. And I think it's a lot because of these 2 guys and their leadership as the incoming guys.
Well, speaking of the 2-point guards, Jaden, let's start with you. I'm going to see if you remember this play. I'm going to assume you remember it because you're a lot smarter than me. But in the exhibition game, you get a rebound, you're falling down, you throw it to Brock as you're on the ground. Brock takes one dribble and throws an alley to David Punch. That's right? That's how you guys have been playing, correct?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. A great play. A play that, I've kind of seen from the floor happening. Once I threw Brock the ball and I seen Punch running, I knew it was going to be something like that happening.
Brock, we got David Punch shooting threes in exhibition games now. I mean, do you feel comfortable swinging to him on the wing, or is it a red light, yellow light, green light situation?
He saw the first one go in, so he better shoot the second one. Yeah.
Okay. Coach Dixon, I want to ask another one. We're always thinking in terms of we've talked about the guards, and trust me, as someone at 5'10" on a good day, I would rather talk about guards the whole time. But rim protection is so important. We just mentioned David Punch, but you got a All-Conference USA defensive team last season transferred, 6'10", Viana Salachum. What's he done for your roster?
Well, we've really talked about his athleticism, his ability to run the floor, which can help us offensively and defensively, get us back in transition defense, but can change some shots, obviously. Can score around the basket a little better, maybe we thought coming in, and he's getting better and better. But we're really excited about our 3 big guys. I mean, on paper, I get it. We don't have a guy that really stands out, but we think we're going to have some very good productions, very good combination between those 3 guys. That's Malik Diallo and Xavier Edmonds, and then Vianney, as you said. So, on paper, but I think these guys are going to keep getting better because they played so hard. I think they like each other, and they've really helped each other improve in a variety of ways. And they all do something well. I think we can get a good production out of that spot. Well, maybe not people are anticipating that right now.
Yeah. Edmonds, #1 JUCO recruit in the country. But another, in terms of recruit, I mean, you're really only a high school guy here. Who's one of the highest, recruited players in TCU history, Caden Edwards.
Yeah.
How's the? I guess it's probably a loaded, maybe too cliche of a question, but how quickly has he gathered your scheme and your culture and what you've tried to create?
Well, I mean, he came from a great program. They won the state, Duncanville. He played for a great coach and Coach Peavy, and so we were able to go back there. We've had other guys from there, from that school, and not surprised. We had to get stronger, and he's taken that on by putting on 10 pounds. But when the lights have come on, we had a scrimmage. He shot the ball and made shots. And then when the exhibition the other day came in, it got us going too as well. So he's played in big games, AAU and high school, and we're really excited about him. And he's a Fort Worth kid, so we don't have many of those. We're a big city, but as far as putting out basketball players, it's been few and far between. So he may have played in Duncanville, but he grew up in Fort Worth, so we really excited about him.
Brock, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Last question here. This is more for TCU fans' perspective because you have returners, but you got new guys, and you and Jaden run the show from a point guard perspective. So any of the new guys, I know you're one of the new guys, but anybody that you think is going to surprise some of the fans this season as you've seen in practice and exhibition?
I think the best part about the group that we brought in is it could be a different person every single game, and I think that's what you want in a really good team. If it's one guy, it's a lot easier to focus in on one guy. We got 6 different guys that can score the ball, guard. We got this guy sitting next to me that can really put the ball in the hoop. So I think that's what makes our team so special is we got a bunch of different weapons offensively, which makes it hard to guard for the other team.
Such a coach's answer. That's just such a coach's answer. Guys, well done. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it. Good luck this season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.